It's now legal for Fallon Levy to take this cannabis-based medicine that all but ended the life-threatening seizures dominating her childhood. But a year after the law changed, it's still not available on the NHS, and her mum Elaine is running out of money to pay for it.
For a bottle like this, privately prescribed in the UK, would cost me £670 a bottle, and my daughter uses one of these bottles every 2.5 days. I've tried to raise money for funds, I've got my house on the market, I've got 1 month's medicinal cannabis left. After that, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Patient groups and some clinicians argue it's only drugs like Fallon's, based on cannabis plant extract, that show most promise for treating epilepsy and other conditions like chronic pain. And although they're legal, they're unlicensed and the NHS won't pay for them. The law changed last November. Between then and the end of June, there were only 12 prescriptions for unlicensed cannabis-based drugs on the NHS. Many are being forced to go private and go abroad, paying more than £2,000 a month to get the drugs they say are life-saving. Take Lorna Bland. To help her chronic pain, she's come to the UK's only clinic prescribing cannabis.
There's a limited number of people who can afford to come down this route. I am very lucky that I can. Data will be collected on me, which ultimately will benefit the patients who are not in a position to access their medicine of choice.
And that's important. One of the reasons the NHS isn't prescribing cannabis is because it says there isn't enough evidence it works. But until more patients are taking it, there won't be enough evidence, something the clinic could help solve.
We have a very robust way of collecting the treatment data afterwards that will allow us to learn as our prescribing habits evolve and provide the data to researchers, to the regulators as well, and policymakers to really shape the future of medicinal cannabis.
But Elaine Levy says she can't wait that long.
Why I'm doing this now is a desperate plea for Boris Johnson to step in and honour what they made legal a year ago.
Their campaign changed the law, but not their situation. In a statement today, the Department of Health told us it was working hard to identify barriers to prescribing cannabis and ways to get more evidence of the effectiveness for patients. Tom Clark, News at 10.